Adam Marchelletto will be with us all afternoon. Jacksonville wins the toss. They defer. And so the Cardinals going to put their offense on the field. This is Greg Dortch out across the 20. Football came out. Boy, Dortch, fortunate, retains possession. And amused when we brought it up to him as he comes in off his record-setting performance last week in the loss. To the air, it's Trey McBride.
And against good tight ends.
So a good drive starter sets him up with a second and short. Play action from Brissett.
He's done a great job of finding his matchups and getting it to his best players.
Here's the ground game that they have had to piecemeal to get. Long setback is Bam Knight. Knight finds a crease. Gonna get
Jaguars defensively, but can they get positive yards consistently?
Third and short, little fake handoff. Right back to his star tight end, McBride. Brissett, fresh set of downs, back to the air.
Stood out, and you can see that Brissett has a lot of trust in those one-on-one situations.
This is Knight.
Against Brissett, I guess we'll find out.
Anthony Campanelli, their first-year defensive coordinator. Brissett flushed out of the pocket. Here they come. Brissett sacked. You're going to get that in?
Yes. Well, I wanted to beat you to the punch.
So Matt Hawk here punting it away for the Cardinals. And he's going to watch this one take a Cardinals bounce inside the 5.
You could call a house full of 3 kids some sort of a zoo, yes.
Trevor Lawrence and company, tough starting field position on their front.
Lawrence could really build off of.
On 2nd and 8, play action. Dangerous little moment as Lawrence fires from the end zone and completes Brenton Strange. What a sight for sore eyes he is for this Jacksonville offense.
One of the key pieces, had a great start to this season.
Scott Novak is our referee.
Encroachment on the defense, number 94. That's a foul.
For us on that one. 1st and 5 after the penalty. As Etienne busting free. It's a foot race inside Arizona territory, all the way down to the 14.
Blocking. This time it's number 86, Johnny Mund. He gets that key block on Budda Baker coming up in run support. And this run game, how good has it been since their bye week? It is the identity of their offense. They're
192 net rushing yards last week. Etienne doing it as a receiver. Etienne gonna bust his way in.
What a drive. Starts off to the tight end, and then Etienne.
And then as a pass catcher, as the Jacksonville Jaguars picking up where they left off last week against for this Jacksonville offense. Of course, didn't punt at all in that game against the Chargers last week. And that string continues as Dortch is true. Big bounce back after what happened the week before against the Texans. That second half, fourth quarter meltdown. What a panic drive. 1st and 10, Brissett almost exclusively to the air at this.
How much they empower, how much they believe in their players, and you can see they respond on the field.
Brissett hit on the release, delivers a strike. Well,
hey, right now he is starting off in really good shape.
Fake on the pitch, Brissett, everyone covered, so heading.
The last 2 weeks with getting really slow starts, it's really hard to see what type of offense this can be.
Coverage.
Interference on the defense, number 47.
1 count too early. Watch the right hand, and it just hooks. You see that right bicep.
Knee. For the guy who's never lost his passion for football. Wildcat. As they go to Greg Dortch.
Sort of balance in their offense.
Jacksonville rushes forward. Brissett feeling the heat. Brissett smothered.
Starting to come alive.
Remember, no Jonah Williams at right tackle for the Cardinals. Had to shut him down for the season. And this play is going to get blown up. Quick arm stand.
Ineligible player was illegally downfield on the offense, number 72. That
on this defense.
Second punt for Matt Hawk.
Improv, here we come, big guy.
Travis, 80+ points in each of the last 2 weeks. First time that's happened here in almost 25 years. Lawrence protected off the hands of Etienne.
Defense off the field.
Well, they got 7 guys on the line of scrimmage. They end up rushing 5. Lawrence lit up. Football is loose. And the Cardinals with Walter Nolan in for the touchdown.
Was the ball moving before it came out?
But it's caught
But either way,
so
it's an interception, yes.
Nolan, Barry, 2. Thompson, untouched. And then it's Nolan, the rookie, barreling his way in for the defensive touchdown. State championship game.
Well, you did some deep research.
Well,
that's pretty good.
We do have some people on our first real adversity that they've had to face in a little bit as they begin here at the 25-yard line to the ground game. This is the rookie Bashal 2.
That's the identity of this offense. He's going to lean on his 2 running backs to try to get this offense back in rhythm.
That one deflect
the line again. They're going to blitz somebody or drop everybody back.
Here they come. Lawrence again under the pressure. Lawrence tucks it away. He's going to run for it. First down and a lot more as he turned.
Pocket picked up the first down.
Pitch play, end around. Well, we got a potential flea flicker. Lawrence underneath. Goes to ETN.
Didn't force it. Got the ball out. Lived to play another down.
Fake handoff. As Woods get up over the ball. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter here in Glendale. Early fireworks. Tied at 7 on CBS. From the Cardinals 39. ETN in motion. Lawrence going to tuck it away. Lawrence, that's his second first down.
To counter the Cardinals out of that look.
This is ETN. 2nd and 8. Man in motion is Munt. Lawrence, incomplete. Here they come off the edge. Blitz, Baker giving chase. Lawrence. Field goal attempt by Cam Little. We know he's got the leg. Little hitting that NFL record kick earlier this season. And this Cam Little 52-yard kick to put the Jags back in front as we play with just under 13 left. As they begin here from the 35. Pitch play. Michael Carter going to get some extra run today with all the... Yeah, it's amazing to see how those two have bonded over the years, going back to his early days in New England, even back to his high school days in Florida, as Brissett evades the sack and then desperately gets it out. 6th consecutive start since the injury to Murray. Brissett going to take a shot. There's a flag. Gets it to Wilson.
Complete pass while the quarterback was in the pocket. Legal contact on the defense number 6.
Sweet connection there between those two as they go back to the ground game. Another marker is thrown. One thing to keep these in that loss to San Francisco.
On the offense, number 78, never reported to me.
It's just a silly way to lose 5 yards.
Brissett completes over the mid.
Makes me want to prove Jacoby right to trust me that much.
It's amazing to see the influence Brissett has had on the entire locker room as he is lit up.
Weight infraction, which is
personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense number 0. It's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Penalty on the Jacksonville defense.
By the way, that was the 56th penalty of the season against the Jags. That's more than any team in the league. Wilson.
Building is the way he approaches the quarterback position.
Back to the ground game. Nice little burst.
Plays and stop the Cardinals' drives.
Good looking drive for the Cardinals, aided by the penalties. Underneath on the check. Carter trying to slip that guard.
Rayon Lane, number 25.
Here's Carter on a 2nd and 1.
But I just love how they've been able to respond.
8th play of the drive. Bam Knight.
And really dialed into the run game.
On 2nd and goal, Cardinals leaning on the ground attack, and they are in.
Leading up on a Lewican, and there's no chance that Lewican's going to be able to win that matchup. Just really an...
For a 2nd straight week, 5th of his career, and a 4th of the season. The Arizona Cardinals in front on CBS. Most of our CBS crew. As I almost lose my voice, good-looking kick back at the end. Will and all those kids with the autism research, just great to see it, and just a wonderful initiative.
4-play, 92-yard drive. The offense really hasn't done much.
ETN is into the game now for Jacksonville. Left side of that line. Lawrence again running for his life. He just throws.
And really, to me, that's the difference in this game. Arizona's 3rd down pressure package really has given their football team a chance.
So Jacksonville had gone 14 straight possessions by Walter Nolan to get them their first points. Ground game. that has given them more than it has in recent weeks. We'll check the flag here.
Holding offense number 68.
See the penalty numbers so far till this point. First and 16. Trying to get some of it back as Bam Knight slips the initial tackle.
This has just looked better with Jacoby Brissett as the passer.
There's no doubt the numbers don't lie. What a play. Wilson.
Receivers a chance.
3rd and 4. Brissett. Pocket awareness. Flushed out. Brissett's going to run for it, and he's got it.
In deep in your own territory to give you a chance and a new set of downs.
Play action again. Jacksonville giving chase. Brissett just
side. I think it's McBride on this side of the field.
Intentional grounding on the offense number 7.
2, so they had the flag right at the start of the drive. And this one marks them back now at their 13-yard line. Brissett gets to McBride, going to be tripped
off and get after Brissett.
Brissett on 3rd and 13, slinging one. Boy, really close.
Neat quarterback in his career.
Boy, did they get him to jump.
That is
unbelievable. Boy, just a killer right there, just as though they were about to get the football. Brissett.
They want to score, but they also want to bleed this clock to not give Jacksonville a chance with the ball.
Brissett gets it out. There's a run called. As the
defensive line, this offense has had the upper hand.
Brissett protected and completes.
Last year, and just he has been a trusted weapon for Jacoby Brissett. Use his timeouts.
They do get the ball to begin the second half, maybe playing into his thought process. Brissett dances in the pocket, completes. Carter slips a tackle. Carter.
Great shape.
Fresh set of downs down to 30 seconds. Carter out of the backfield. We'll see what the Cardinals have done in the red zone this season. 1 for 1 in this game. Here they come. Free blitzer. Brissett. Boy, somehow gets it off.
The primary zone coverage that Jacksonville's been playing.
Big 3rd and 8. Here they come again off the edge. Brissett putting some air under it, but they're going to run out of real estate.
The field goal attempt before halftime.
The kick from Ryland, no good. Left. Still sitting on all 3 of those timeouts. Lawrence steps up in the pocket. Right, Tim Patrick call on the field is a reception. Did he have control?
No.
5 wide receivers. But Lawrence has to work quickly, and he won't even get it off. Wrapped up, sack Jordan Birch. 3rd sack for the Cardinals. And that is going to get us to halftime here in Glendale.
Game wouldn't be surprised to see more passing on 1st down to open things up.
Kick fielded. This is Tootin out across the 40-yard. How does he handle here as they begin the half down 4 points? He completes over the middle.
Wide in the game, Buda Baker came off the edge, but it's really that 3rd down pressure that has worked for Arizona.
Lawrence again over the middle. This will be another 1st down completion.
Right here, getting up to the line of scrimmage quickly, but not surprising they're going with pass first to start the 3rd quarter.
Cardinals rush 4. Lawrence going to throw it and delivers.
Side, pulls it down and just fires a rocket foot, knee.
3 on this first drive of the 3rd quarter. On 1st and goal, play action to the end zone, and it is picked. Jacksonville touchdown turns into a takeaway. Jacoby Brissett as they begin from the 20, trying to build on this 4-point lead. Michael Wilson
being tall, and Calais Campbell, number 93. Watch him. He just gets his hands on there. And initially it looked like it was just a bad throw, but Campbell reads Lawrence, gets the hands up, and then Garrett Williams right there to pick off that pass. And boy, that was a hot start the last couple games. Makes a huge play.
Where Jacoby Myers could taste that touchdown so close 2 weeks. Jags rush 3%. Muffs the snap, gets it back, and completes. But this one coming back.
Offense number 70, that's a 10-yard penalty.
70 on your left, working against Josh Hines-Allen. Allen beats him to the inside. You just see that jersey grab. Really, it almost was a...
3 in the pattern for Brissett from the gun. Evades the sack. Brissett trying to buy himself some time, just going to throw it out of bounds. Matt Hawk, the 31-year-old punter. Good-looking kick. Played by Washington, the electric returner, crosses the field. He's got a couple of blockers. He's got a seam. Washington still going. Chart with no Brian Thomas again. And Jacoby Myers. Play action here from Lawrence. Goes to the check. ETN out of the backfield. Going to get his
First mentality on early downs is the way to go for Jacksonville.
This is two. He's been quiet till this point. This is going to be a first down run game he wanted to implement. And we got another look at it last week against the Chargers. Lawrence to the end zone. Incomplete.
Their safeties in coverage. Jalen Thompson, number 34. The best thing he does is he keeps his outside leverage. And because he has that outside leverage, there's really no place for Lawrence to lead Washington away and outside on that throw.
Thompson, just such a terrific player on the back end of this defense. Pitch play. ETN, he's got a convoy. ETN. Gonna free Scott Novak.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the offense, low block.
Here's Baker right here. Watch, Hainsey, number 73, is going to go low and cut him to the ground. But a chance to interview a lot of great players.
Now outside the 20, back at the 22. Second and 18, Lawrence slinging it.
Got to keep your eyes, Spiro, on Lawrence scrambling with his legs on third down.
Heavy blitz. Lawrence has to work quickly into the end zone. It's Myers.
I mean, just an excellent trust. Watch, this ball is in the air, and then Myers, he's
chemistry on full display right here when they needed to play in the face of heavy pressure. Lawrence, that's a Pro Bowl caliber pass. Jags in front. Garden, 140 acres, beautiful, many plants, native. Nice way to spend the Sunday afternoon here in the Phoenix area. This is Greg Dortch, crosses the 15 out to the 20, bouncing off all kinds of players. Lawrence able to turn the page after that deflected interception and has the Jags now
with 7 versus man-to-man.
They're set over the middle. McBride on a cross. 7th catch, 62 yards to set him up with a fresh set of downs. As Bam really overachieved, a former 7th-round pick. Jacksonville bringing 4. Brissett feeling the rush again. Campanelli, guy who's been in the NFL all of 6 years, calling the signals. Brissett running for his life. Brissett just buried.
Under 5'8" running back.
Cardinals lose 17 yards. And so they got a punt from deep on their side of the field. There is a penalty flag thrown here. Parker Washington.
Holding. Receiving team number 6, 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down, Jacksonville.
Lead, 5 and change left as they begin at their own 23-yard line. ETN, he plays all those roles. And what an impact he's had on his team just in a few weeks. Lawrence feeling the pressure as the pocket money's. Looks like Lawrence may have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. They just barely get it off, and then it's picked over the middle. Davis Gaither.
27. Jump the tight end in the flat, and then he's just going to reverse inside. Lawrence thinks he has that window to hit Jacoby Myers on the high-low, and Davis Gaither with a tremendous
3rd career pick. Gets his first of the season to get Brissett and company a short field in a 3-point game. Brissett flushed out of the pocket, just trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that a potential. Not just on the initial contact, but the way he hits the turf, just barely able to brace his fall. You see him down maybe bottom of your picture, and a direct snap taken by Greg Dortch, and Dortch is going backwards. So here's Slovis, 2nd appearance of the season, gets it to Dortch, and he is going to.
And so we're not quite sure exactly what his status is going to be, but he was able to stand up, and he looked like he was okay. You're still like waiting to see.
I'm going to wait and see.
Sitting on the fence.
See what they do next week. Thanks. 3-turnover day for Lawrence. Can he put it all behind him here and try to build on this 3-point lead? He's going to complete here to Myers. That'll be a first down.
Passing game, so that's a win for the Cardinals.
Here's Spatial 2. Trying to pick up some ground on the Colts in the AFC South Division standings. Cardinals, meantime, trying to get back in the win column. 3-point game as we head to the 4th on CBS. 2nd and 8. As they try to build on this 3-point lead. Cardinals rush 4. Lawrence over the middle, tight window.
And it's the same look here for Lawrence.
But they call a run play here, needing for they've been as a run team this season, especially of late. As Logan Cook, the Pro Bowl punter. Fair catch signal. Kobe Brissett evaluated in the blue medical tent. Looks like he's okay. Cleared for business. Brissett to the airways and delivers a strike.
Something they really haven't been able to do in quite some time.
Jags bringing 4. Brissett protected.
Evan Brown may have landed on the back of his calf.
So they'll look at him closely on
in this game, but those are the two you have to find on this down.
Jags bring 4. Brissett under pressure. Brissett incomplete.
That's been the difference on key downs.
Punt here by Hawk. Going to take a bounce. Did they keep it out of the end zone? It's actually fielded by Washington. He ran back into the end zone. And it's a safety.
It was touched.
Okay, so there is no safety on the play. It's a first touch. So the ball goes back to where the ball was possessed on the first touch. It'll be 1st and 10 for Jacksonville.
Arch Owens zone, correct, and not the 20-yard line.
They do it from the spot that he left the field of play. So in the NFL, he left the field of play at the 1.
He's going to have to make some key throws. He doesn't have to be Superman, but he's got to make some throws.
Facial Tootin, this one
game is where you have to start playing your best if you want to be serious about making the playoffs.
From the 15. Lawrence protected. Lawrence fires, completes. Washington slips the initial tackle. See Washington's numbers, frustrated downs. Tootin makes the first guy miss.
What'll he still be confident and make those big throws when he has to?
Cardinals rush 4. Lawrence's pass incomplete.
Really nice job by Garrett Williams. I know there's a lot of contact.
Jacksonville today 3 of 8 on 3rd down. Cards again rush 4. Lawrence's pass is picked.
In the eyes of Trevor Lawrence, makes a break on that football, takes a peek, and makes a beautiful diving interception. Just sensational, Sparrow. His
22 season could not have come at a better time for the Cardinals. So they get Brissett and company a short field again. Can they capitalize?
An exceptional play at the right time.
Superhuman play from Baker. Brissett underneath gets it tonight. He's going to lose your
pressure on Jacoby Brissett on 3rd downs.
Would be about a 57-yard attempt from here. That's going to be a 1st down and more. Dortch going to stroll in for the Cardinals touchdown.
Wide open. You have 2 safeties back deep, and Craig Dortch just splits the safeties. Come at a better time, and it's hard to fathom that if you're Jacksonville on defense, there's that play by Buda Baker, just incredible. But if you're Jacksonville, you have 2 safeties deep, and you have outside man coverage, and to be able on a key third down
to in front. 14 Arizona points off of 4 Jacksonville turnovers.
Team they want to be. Lawrence has to shake off those interceptions and be at his best.
Big completion. Strange has a lot of real estate
for your tight end and give the offense some momentum.
Pitch play. Etienne but loses his footing.
Aggressive because they're going to have to make him make some key throws in the rest of this game.
Everything Lawrence is thinking about, he goes up the seam and he's got his man. It's Myers. A little movement pre-snap. Looked like Ojulari could be a free play. Lawrence to the end zone. Incomplete.
Opportunity down the field.
Etienne
to get their touchdowns this season.
On 2nd and 4, Lawrence over the middle. Lawrence. As we are now inside of 4 minutes. Play action. Lawrence to the end zone. Lawrence finding Washington.
A 2 tight end sets. They're going to go play action. You get pressure coming around the corner. You get a slide, and look at that ball location and catch. Low and outside. And Parker Washington, who has been as reliable as it gets, makes that key grab on Garrett Williams, who has just played a great game today. And a lot of quarterbacks will be gun shy. He had to make some big-time throws. What a drive, what a response. But can Brissett answer?
This is Greg Dortch, crosses the 25, going to get out.
Pressure on Brissett in this game.
So Brissett gets to work, completes
In this game.
on 2nd and 3. Here comes the blitz. Brissett running for his life. Brissett sacked.
Played blitz to make the big play to force 3rd and long.
On 3rd and 10, Brissett. It's Wilson. First down, Cardinals. The
Pass interference on the offense, number 84. That's a 10-yard penalty.
And set a pick. He's got to know that Wilson's going to get open, that he cannot make.
For Jonathan Gannon's Cardinals, 3rd and 21. Brissett again feeling the pressure, rolls out, buys time. Brissett's going to try to run for
one last chance before the end of this game.
So they go for it right here. Free blitzer. Brissett just trying to give his guys a shot, throws it up, and it's incomplete. But tough circumstances here for the Cardinals as Jacksonville has it from the Cards 28. ETN. Last year, Jeff Hafley's staff at Green Bay trying to put it all together with this Jags defense. As Strange makes the catch.
Bill still goes for it.
Jags trying to lean on this ground attack. It's been one of the best in the business. Now, William Cohen said we set a new standard last week. They're going to go for it right here. 4th and 1. Lawrence rolling. Lawrence to the end zone, and it's incomplete.
Illegal formation, illegal formation on the offense. Number 72 was the last man on the line of scrimmage. Penalty is declined.
At least missed the kick last week. So everything he's thinking about is Brissett begin.
None of their timeouts, knowing that they need a touchdown to win the game.
But they need about 40 yards now to get into the field goal range of Ryland. And
the luxury of rushing 4 and letting your defenders drop on 3rd and long.
They do bring 4 here. Brissett kept clean. Brissett slinging one. Right. Ground game. First down. Michael Carter.
About 25 yards.
Penalty flag is thrown. Could be a free play. Brissett complete.
The substitution.
12 men on the field when the ball is snapped on the defense.
For this defense to step up and make a play.
For the penalty also stops the clock. Brissett over the middle. Brissett to Dortch. Dortch trying to get himself out of bounds. That'll
catch. Excellent job by Brissett.
Another right on the boundary of Ryland's field goal range. Brissett's going to take a shot. Brissett's got his man. It's Wilson. Jacoby Brissett putting the Cardinals on his back. A majestic throw to Wilson.
And now they got a chance to not just kick a field goal, but to win it. They're not going to spike it.
Precious seconds, they're going to go for it. Brissett, end zone,
cannot bite on this in this situation. Braswell is in there, and he bites on the double move. You get a slight little pump from Jacoby.
And here he is for the win for the tie with 6 seconds left. Good snap, good hold, and we are even. Ryland puts this one in play. Looks like they're just going to take a knee and get this thing to overtime.
Your choice. Tails. Choice is tails. It is tails. You want the ball? Which way you want to kick?
That big completion to Michael Wilson. And then Chad Ryland gets us started in overtime.
Here we go.
Lawrence to the air on first down, and he completes. It's Washington starting to cook. 1st and 10 from the Cardinals 40. ETN looking for a crease.
Has to pick up yardage on the 2nd down.
ETN trying to find the edge, going to get inside. The defensive coordinator for the Cardinals hoping for a stop. 3rd and 4. Lawrence's pass incomplete. Boy, missed
it up perfectly. The Cardinals don't handle this motion.
Missed opportunity, so Little now from 52, and the kick is perfect. Touchdown wins it for the Cardinals. Played here from Dortch. Right at his goal line. Dortch maintains his feet.
To the offensive line protecting Brissett.
4 in the pattern for Brissett. First down. Brissett smothered.
Key play to make it 2nd and 14.
Jacksonville rushes 4. Brissett underneath gets it to Bam Knight.
Can the Cardinals protect?
Brissett Pocket collapses. They give Chase. Brissett, a foot race, extends. Jacoby Brissett, 1 week after he set the NFL record for completions in a game last week. Can he bring his team and get them into the win column? Completes here. Brissett protected. Brissett.
Rush has been able to get him on the ground.
Quick decision, gets it to Dortch. Dortch buried.
Tighten their coverage and take away those underneath throws.
Brissett slinging one, incomplete.
With going with a four-man rush and zone behind it.
Brissett from the gun. Brissett gonna put some air under it. Deep down the field, incomplete. Victory move in front of Buffalo now into the 6th slot by way of the tiebreaker with that conference record. Final score 27-24. Jacksonville wins it. Tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes, followed by Tracker, The Road, and NCIS Origins. You've been watching the NFL on CBS.